Hello to whoever's watching, my name is Ollie, and today we are going to be talking about our world's favorite cringiest app, TikTok. Now, we're all in quarantine, we all downloaded TikTok it seems, and I happen to have stumbled upon this account called FckJoshy. I assume that's pronounced FckJoshy. That's my wild assumption, but I could be wrong because I have been wrong in the past. Anyway, this guy has mainly built his entire TikTok account on harassing minimum wage workers like grocery store employees and fast food employees, which they don't get paid enough to deal with your bullshit. I'm just gonna say that now. Like this first one I'm gonna show you, just check it out.
I recently got some new kicks, so when my mom forced me to go to the grocery store, I put down paper towels so I wouldn't get them dirty. This employee told me they just cleaned the floors, but I told him I didn't trust him. So then his manager came over and verified that they did in fact clean the floors. I'm like, y'all a bunch of liars. This floor looks dirtier than my sister's vagina.
Like, who just makes jokes about family members' genitals like that so casually? And second of all, that minimum wage worker does not get paid enough to, one, work during a global pandemic, and two, clean up after your fucking bullshit. Like, I get it, we all want to be safe, but your shoes are fine whether they're new or not. Store employees are working harder than ever to make sure that everyone is safe because they're taking extra precautions to clean everything. So obviously those floors are clean. You're fine. Your shoes are fine. They look like trash anyways. And there's this one where he goes into a Target and just basically steals food.
I was really high in Target today, so I pulled a frozen pizza off the shelf, then went to the appliance section, grabbed a microwave, and started getting weird. An employee got mad because I didn't pay for anything. I was like, well, how am I supposed to know if I like the pizza if I can't try it? So then he started talking into his intercom and saying he needs security because there's another homeless man making pizza in aisle 3. I'm like, who are you calling homeless? I live with my parents.
This man's a college student and still lives with his parents. Like, nothing wrong with that, but it makes sense. Like, I don't think this man could live on his own. But in a lot of his TikToks, he constantly says, oh, I was high as shit, this, that, and the third. And also does ridiculous stuff in his own, like, classrooms that he's paying thousands of dollars to be in. Like, I get it, college is not fun, but you're there to get a higher education so that you can work a career and not a job. Just saying. So don't disrespect your professor or don't interrupt your other classmates that are probably there genuinely to learn for 192 views. Like, this man actually has a fairly decent amount of followers. Like, he has 3.3 million followers, which is wild. And I know that all of those people are probably under the age of 10 that think this is actually funny, but it's not. Like, it's a little cringy, bro. It's a little cringy. But he makes this whole argument of, in his own bio, he says, I'm an idiot, don't follow. I mean, at least he knows he's an idiot. Like, I don't have to tell him. But I don't know when we're gonna stop harassing minimum wage employees for clout. Are we ever gonna do that?
Yo, what's up guys? It's Joshy. I'm a very cheap person, so every morning I go to Starbucks and just get a free water. This morning I was feeling especially thirsty though, so I asked the guy for 100 cups of water. I ended up getting banned from that Starbucks for life, but at least I got all the water.
As a Starbucks barista, I am personally attacked. You are aware that you can get water at home so that you don't have to waste your gas to come to a Starbucks and make them fill 100 waters for you, right? Like, I can personally tell you, as a Starbucks barista, I do not get paid enough to deal with this bullshit. If somebody came through my store asking for 100 waters, I'd be like, ma'am, sir, we can't do that. That takes up so many cups. Just get water at home. It's easier, and you don't have to harass minimum wage employees for it. Like, this is what gets me, because I've been working in the service industry for the entire time I've been working, and I know that we don't get paid enough for it, and we can constantly say, like, yeah, we can raise the minimum wage, but then people will be like, no, because this isn't a career. Well, some of us can't afford college, but I do appreciate Starbucks. They have great benefits for their partners, and I can greatly appreciate that. We have another Starbucks video for ya.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Joshy. I was bored at Starbucks today, so I started building a solo cup pyramid. This woman came over and told me she was the manager. I'm like, you're the manager? She's like, yeah, why? I'm like, you're way too hot. She's like, I'm flattered. I'm like, if you want, you can sit on my face. She declined and told me I had to get rid of the pyramid, so then I gave it a gentle bear hug.
So I really hope that wasn't the actual conversation. I hope this man didn't actually say to the manager at this Starbucks that she was hot and that she could sit on his face, because like that's inappropriate on a whole nother level, on a whole different level. That is inappropriate. That's sexual harassment, and we don't do that in this house. But also, like, you're getting in the way of so many customers and distracting anybody that's studying there. Because, like, obviously this was probably pre-recorded pre-COVID. Because I doubt that that's a drive-through store, but I could be wrong. But don't be an asshole. Stop being an asshole to your fucking Starbucks employees.
I ordered Dom. Before Corona robbed me of my thriving sex life, I was alone at Wendy's eating a Frosty when I found a bowl in it, so I went to complain and they gave me a new one. But then when I started eating that one, I found an even bigger bowl in it. I'm like, excuse me, are you guys promoting drugs? The woman was like, it's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. Everyone in here is high. Before Corona...
I honestly doubt Corona is the reason your sex life isn't great. It could be your personality or the content you decide to post on TikTok. Also, these minimum wage employees most likely did not put a bowl in your Frosty. Because one, that's a major health code violation, and two, if they really were smoking on the job, they wouldn't bring a bowl. I worked in restaurants. They're slicker than that to put anybody that works in the restaurant industry and smokes are most likely high. Your cooks at your restaurant that you're at, yeah, they're about 50% of them could be high as shit. That's how they do their job. Like, it works for some people it doesn't. But don't be so ridiculous to the point where you're intentionally putting bowls in your Frosty so that you can get a free Frosty for you to do it again. And I honestly doubt that this Wendy's employee said to you, dude, we're all high on a Tuesday evening. Like, I mean, probably, but I wouldn't say that to a customer. Like, that's one way to lose your job. And ain't nobody trying to lose their job, unless they're trying to, because, like, working at fast food sucks. It's not great. We don't get treated right.
I went into Walmart today to buy some condoms, but I was really concerned about getting sick, so I wore my old protective hazmat suit. I couldn't find what I wanted though, so I was like, excuse me, does anyone know where I could buy condoms? The security woman was like, get down. I was like, but I need condoms. She was like, get down. I'm like, if I don't get protection, what is my girl supposed to do? She was like, I don't know, maybe she should learn how to swallow.
I fully believe that all of these voiceovers are scripted, but obviously he's going out into the world and actually filming these. Like, why are you standing on the conveyor belt while people are trying to buy their groceries? Also, you don't need a full-on hazmat suit that you bought during Halloween from Spirit Halloween to go get groceries. As long as you wash your hands before and after and wear a mask, you're fine. Like, you can wear gloves if you want, but you just gotta make sure you take them off before you touch any of your own personal items. Because if you don't, then you're just contaminating your own personal items at that point. But also, I honestly doubt that your girl is missing out on much. Because I honestly doubt you have a girl, because you're a little cringy, bud. That's all I gotta say for you. Like, this man just constantly goes out in public and makes sure everyone knows that he's around. Not by directly saying it, but by his actions. Like, climbing up on top of counters, building solo cup pyramids in the middle of stores, in the absolute most obnoxious way possible, in the way of literally everyone he is in, just to get a couple million views. Which is so wild that this is getting a couple million views, because, like, it's not good. Like, harassing people that are just trying to take the subway or do their job is not funny.
I got the munchies on the subway today, so I pulled out some cereal and started chomping away. People started staring at me, but I just assumed everyone recognized me because of my OnlyFans. They all looked really hungry though, so then I asked if anyone wanted cereal, and that's when it all fell. Everyone started getting mad at me, and this guy was like, I cannot believe this is happening. I was like, I can't believe this is happening again. I got the...
With that, you can obviously tell he purposely did it, so he knows what he's doing before he goes in there, obviously. And the fact that he did that in the middle of a public subway, by this, I can assume that he either lives in Chicago or New York, or another populated place that has public subways. But he goes on these public transit areas with a lot of people in them, because, like, public transit, not a lot of people own cars, and just leaves it there, I can assume. Like, he's not even thinking about people that have to go in and clean those subways, because I know that during this age, this pandemic, people are doing a lot extra cleaning to public transit, such as buses, and I can assume subways, to every single grocery store. That's why Meijer and Walmart are closing early, so they have time to clean everything for the next day. Like, these people aren't doing extra work for you to just make a giant mess.
I accidentally dropped a whole tub of cereal on the subway today. I was like, oh my god, this is the worst day of my life. Not my Fruity Pebbles. Everyone started moving away and filming me, but I was like, can someone help? Surprisingly, no one offered, so I had to put all the soggy cereal back in myself. Someone was like, I cannot believe this is happening. I was like, I can't believe this is happening again.
Again? Freaking again? How many times are you dumping a giant tote of Fruity Pebbles on the ground in the middle of the subway? Like, how obnoxious is this man? I really kind of want to know what he's like in real life, because I doubt he's like this in person. And if he is, then whoo, I would hate to be his friend. Like, stop harassing minimum wage employees to get views. Like, there are immaculate other ways to get views, like originality, creativity, good content. I'm not saying I'm great, but at least I'm not harassing people by doing this shit. I at least have a little bit of common sense up here. Like, I don't know, this stuff pisses me off because, like, I work in these industries and I understand how shitty it is to have to deal with shitty ass people all the time, shitty ass customers, and just to have people come in and do other fuck shit for their own personal gain is kind of annoying. Like, when our Starbucks was slowly shutting down because of the pandemic, we literally had a group of girls come in and take a picture of all of our furniture being gone and then walk out. Like, we get it, it's a weird time to be alive. Either order something or don't come in. I don't know. On that note, guys, I'll see y'all next week. Don't harass minimum wage employees that don't make enough money, especially during this pandemic. And I'll see y'all next week.